Hi, this is Mrs. Worrell, and this is a recording for Tuesday, November 3rd. It is a quiz review day. And although I can't see what you're selecting, I do want you to figure out which of these statements best describes you. A, I've completed both Lesson 14 practices and earned a B or higher. B, I've completed both Lesson 14 practice but have not earned a B or higher. And C, I have not yet completed both one or the other, I should say, Lesson 14 practices. So maybe one you didn't complete or you completed neither. Now, based on your answers, that's going to tell you what you need to focus on today. So in addition to doing the quiz review questions, which the handout will send to you an email along with the link to this recording, and is also can be found in the course plan. Okay? But if you have not completed those practices or did not earn a B or higher, you should take them or retake them to earn a B or higher, making sure that you read any written response feedback before doing your retakes. Remember, you're allowed to use your notes when completing your practices. So today is Tuesday. It is quiz review day. Unfortunately, I'm not able to have a live session with my Section 6 class, and that's why I'm making this recording, although I may make it available to other students. So if you are watching this recording, it's just going over the expectations of what you should be doing today, Tuesday, November 3rd, since there's no live session. So reminders for this week: complete the M1 solving equations test. Complete the solving equations bonus assignment. It is optional, but it is a redo of question 14 from the test. So if you did not do well on that question on the test, this is a chance to get some bonus points. The quarter one ends this Thursday evening at 11:59 p.m. So all work must be submitted for the quarter one progress grade by 11:59 on Thursday, November 5th. Tomorrow will be a quiz day. You'll have time in class to take the quiz, although it will be available open later this afternoon on Tuesday. I don't recommend that you take the quiz if you have questions about these review questions or are unable to answer them. Okay, you want to check and make sure that you answered them correctly and that you completed practices at lesson 14 practices 1 and 2 and earned B's or higher before you take the lesson 14 quiz. Okay, so you have time for it tomorrow. There's no rush and take it today unless you're sure you are ready to do so. So the lesson 4 objectives was to be able to use the properties of arithmetic and properties of inequality to systematically solve inequalities and graph the solution set on the number line. You should be able to also identify what algebraic property you used in the equation solving, or in this case, inequality solving process. So these are the properties of inequality. They are in your note guide and they've been in your student guide for lesson 14. These are the inequality skills review. So this is a chart that explains what an open and closed point represent when you're graphing your solution set for an inequality, as well as what those inequality signs mean. You need to know how to translate them into words and graph inequalities into on a number line, the solution sets for inequalities on a number line. And then these are some examples, again, of some inequalities that are graphed for your reference and to help you study for the quiz. So review question number 1 is, can you match the phrases to the correct inequality? Okay, so there's 4 within this question, and then each one you're going to circle A, B, C, or D. Which of those inequalities represents the phrase that's being described? And the phrases are: Susie wants to save at least $100 this summer. Marcus wants at most 10 lawns to mow for the summer. Number 3, Lydia wants less than 6 friends to come to her sleepover party. And number 4, Brandon hopes to score more than 5 goals during the tournament. You're going to work on quiz review questions 2 through 6 now. I've placed a video going over each question in the course plan so you can access it if you are struggling with a problem or want to check your answers. Okay, these are questions, review questions 2 through 4. You're going to solve each inequality, write your solution set, show all your work in your student guide, and make sure that you give the solution set in set notation. Although I'm not asking you to graph them, you should be able to graph the solution set to all of these inequalities. The first one is y divided by 4 minus 7 is greater than 2. The second one is negative 2 times the quantity x plus 3 is less than 20. And the last one is negative 5 times the quantity n plus 2 is less than or equal to negative 10n plus 15. Question number 5, we want you to solve the inequality and show each step of your work and name the property used for each step. Then graph the solution set on the number line. And question number 6 is a word problem. Lisa brought half of her savings to the bakery and bought 12 croissants for $14.20. The amount of money she brings home with her is more than $2. Use an inequality to find out how much money she had in her savings before going to the bakery. One more time. Lisa brought half of her savings to the bakery and bought 12 croissants for $14.20. The amount of money she brings home with her is more than $2. Use an inequality to find out how much money she had in her savings before going to the bakery. So you have to write an equality that represents the situation and then solve it. And then based on the solution to your inequality, answer the question using a complete sentence. I want you to also self-assess, okay? After you watch the recording and check your solutions, right? This is just how you feel, and then you can check your answers and see how you did. But you had some trouble and need to do some review. You made a couple of mistakes, but you think you understand it, or you're good to go. So again, I'm going to send a recording that goes over these. So make sure that you check your answers and your work before, and get any questions or help you need before you take the quiz on Wednesday. Your homework will be there's no slides to save. Sorry, I took that. Make sure you complete or retake lesson 14 practice 1 and 2, depending on whether you've completed them or whether you earned a good grade. If you did not earn 100%, I recommend that you figure out what you got wrong and make sure you understand your mistake. And if you earned less than a B, I highly recommend you retake it, reading any feedback I've given to you regarding the written responses. The lesson 14 quiz will open up later this afternoon on Tuesday, November 3rd. However, you will have class time tomorrow, on Wednesday, November 4th. So don't rush and take it if you're not ready. Make sure you read over your student guide as well as your quiz review note guide and study and prepare for the quiz. Thank you and have a great day. I will see you on Wednesday.